Okay, again, first thing in the morning, and I'm in the garden and I was weeding. I needed to go into the house real quick, so I grabbed my camera. Gonna give a little tour. Here's a mulch pile. Here's another mulch pile that I just got, chips, and another mulch pile. So there's three truckloads of mulch, chips, fresh chips. That I gotta go ahead, shovel onto my cart, and put it into the garden. But before I do that, I'm pulling out all the big weeds and plants that I don't want, cleaning up the areas. I want to make sure each row going down is weed free to the best that I could. And so what I'm doing is this. Okay, hopefully I got the camera angled right. I'm going around and I'm looking for any weed, and I'm getting in there and I'm trying to pull out the weed. So I'm going up and down each aisle and I'm looking for any little weed like this here. I want to get it like that. I want to try to get the root. Just like that. I want to try to get the roots to them all. I may miss one or two, but I don't want anything in there. And I'm going to go ahead and pick them all up. A lot of these I got already, but I'm double checking. I want to pick them all up and get them out of here. So I'm putting them in there. So first thing I want to do is an aisle like that. I want to get myself a good rake that has a double on it so it gets the thick stuff. And I want to try to get out what I already pulled out. Or at least bring them to the aisle over here. Then I could weed through that. But what I need to do is take my tool and come down and just kind of scan. See, some of them I pulled out, but you see the root's still there. So if I leave it on the ground, that root could actually just start growing again like that. So not only am I picking up the old stuff that I already just pulled out because there's roots on them, I'm looking for any new ones that I missed. And you see right here is dirt. There's no more mulch. This mulch, look at that. The mulch, this was all mulch. Look, it turned to dirt. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rake this really good, and I'm going to come in here and put new mulch down in my walkways. Otherwise, weeds are going to start growing in throughout all of this. The birds will bring in the weeds. The wind will bring in seeds. And before long, there's going to be lots and lots of weeds. So, like right here, this is probably going to be a palm. So I'm going to get under it. And look at that root on that. Here's the little seed. You see that seed? this little seed right there turned into this big palm. Hopefully this camera aisle, that little seed turned into this palm. So you want to get it out. And this little root could turn into a big one too. So I'm just scanning. I may miss a couple, but see, something that small will turn into a big weed. So if I can, I'll look now and I'll try to get the ones I missed. This looks pretty good. And in this pile right here, I'll go through it and take out everything I just raked here. Just like that, just pick through it. Try to get everything up. Found a clip. Okay, just about like that. I'll just leave this over here. Now going down this aisle, I just did. So here's a walkway here. I really have to come through and rake it again, although I did, but we'll start down here. I'll pull out some of these that I did. Try to go around, look for any new growth or root or something that I weeded that's still in there. There's probably going to be a couple I missed, but see, this little tool is great because it gets under it like that. It'll get under it and it'll pull out the root and everything. It's like, here's a little grass right there. I just got it out. Got the root. So, you get the idea. I'll come to beds like this, and I'll see this little root. I'll get under it, get that root out. And it's pretty good. When you get under it, it pulls the root out. Like, here's one right by this plant. So I'll get it, and I'll pull the whole root out. So it takes a little bit of time. But this is something you really got to do. Here's one. That would have just like kept growing there. Of course, the new mulch, the chips, are supposed to keep things from growing up in there, but why chance it? Because it's going to be a lot tougher to get it when they start growing in and getting the root. Okay, so there you go. I'm just doing a thorough weeding, trying to get the things I missed. Then I'm going to rake the aisles, and then I'm going to work my way over to the piles. Maybe today, maybe not. It's first thing in the morning, the sun's out, and I'm already sweating. But I'm going to go ahead, and that's 3 dump truck loads of chips over there. So it's going to be a lot of shoveling on the cart and bringing them in. and dumping them. I'll go ahead and add on to this video when I do that. But anyway, I'm going to do the 1, 2, maybe the first 3 rows, leave the rest, and then get back to those. I don't need to like kill myself and do it all in one day. So anyway, let me get going over here. Okay, so first thing I do is I use the bucket of the tractor. Work smarter, not harder. And I put a load in my cart. Then I'm going to bring my cart over here. And I went ahead and defined this bed. I keep the beds the same width as the trellis. So right in here is where I'm going to put the mulch. And then there's another bed. So, and then later on I'll get in there and do what I got to do. But for now I just want to do the aisle. So let's go ahead and get that going. Okay, so you can see one cart only did about a quarter, maybe a third. So let me go get another cart. Okay, so that's 2 carts. It looks to me like I could use just a little bit more of another, so let me go get it. Okay, so I went ahead and did the first bed over here. It's pretty good. I got it defined at least like this and like that. Got it all the way down to the center path. And that's about it. It's pretty thick. That should keep the weeds at bay till September, until my spring crop. This is for my fall crop. For the spring crop, I'll probably have to do it over again. But anyway, this is defining my walkway. I gotta do all my other walkways. So I'm not gonna go ahead and do all that on video. But I'll add on after I do some more, and then do this whole walkway. I don't think I have enough right now. I only have three truckloads out there, and I probably need like 5 or 6 in here. So, but I'll do what I could. We'll see how far I can stretch it. Okay, I'm on my 4th bed. I'm going to show you that I use my hoe over here, and I'm going to define my bed, and I'm also going to cut any roots just by dragging this down like that. And same thing over here, just dragging it like that. Okay, pretty much that gives me 2. This is my walkway. That's my bed for tomatoes. This is my bed for whatever I want. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and do the middle. And when I'm done, it'll look like that. It'll look like that. It'll look like that. So let me get going. Okay, I defined my beds. I raked them up, cleared this out. Okay, let me go get another cart. Okay, there's another row done. Gotta do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more will be 6. That will be half. And then I'm going inside to eat lunch. I rake from the fence forward, so if there's excess, I don't have to load it back up. I can just push it into the walkway, because eventually the whole walkway is going to be higher than the beds by about 6 inches. I love doing this in the winter, but in the summer when it's like in the 90s, upper 90s, whew, it's pretty hot. Ugh. Okay. Okay, this is my 6th bed, and that will be half. Let me get it done. Okay, let me get in the load. Okay, pretty much on beat. That's my 6th row. I got 6 more to go, but that's what it looks like. Eventually, I'm going to do this whole walkway like that, but it'll be up a little higher. So this is what the beds are going to look like. Of course, I got to get in there and redo the beds, but I wanted to do my walkways. The beds, I'll just do a little bit. I still got to do my entrance over here. Excuse me. Excuse me. A lot of pollen. And so that's what it all looks like. Like I say, the beds, that's the aisleway and that's the bed. So the walkways are going to be like that, and then the center walkway all the way down is going to be like that, but it'll be up a little bit higher. Okay, that's about it. I did half. I don't want to kill myself. Tomorrow is another day. This really doesn't have to be ready until September, but I want to prep it so no weeds grow in and I could keep at it and compost it all and get it all going. So since it's really hot, I just work mornings, then go inside. So anyway, you get the idea. This is what it's going to look like. A little bit of work and effort. Hopefully it'll pay off on my fall crop and my spring crop and for years to come. Hope you enjoyed.